Alright, it's been out for a couple of weeks now, the dust has settled, and I've completed Hollow Knight Silksong, at least the main story up through Act 2, so keep in mind whatever I talk about here is not going to encompass the Act 3 stuff, but I do want to talk about what I have played. This is also going to be completely spoiler-free, so you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. I won't be showing any gameplay. Well, I guess if there was any spoiler, it's going to be that I'll be mentioning how many acts there are in the game, which there's 3, and I beat the first 2, saw the credits roll and decided I need a little bit of a break before I go on to Act 3, so that's about what I've done. And that's because this game is really fucking hard, and that's not a bad thing necessarily. Now, while it took me about 21 hours to get to the credits after beating the Hollow Knight in the original Hollow Knight game, this one took me about 28 hours. For one, the platforming challenges, the way Hornet moves in Silksong, as well as the enemies that you face are a lot more difficult overall, and Hornet has a lot more utility compared to the Knight in the original game. Whereas if we're talking about exclusively the platforming challenges, the game Silksong requires you to utilize your entire skill set to pretty much almost its maximum in a lot of instances in the game. You can't just go through this game and not learn the mechanics, not get good at the platforming, not get good at the combat or Hornet's moveset. You can't play the game like that. You have to get good at it. Because there's no leveling, and the rewards are far and few in between. So if you see a problem, you come across a boss or an area that you can't beat, your only option is to backtrack and hope you find something that helps you, or just get better at the game so that you can overcome it. You're not going to find some fucking stat upgrades that let me just go grind for 30 minutes and then I'll be able to mollywop the boss. No, there's none of that. Which leads me to my biggest issue with the game, and that's that the rewards, I feel like, are a little too far in between each other. And a lot of the times the challenges that you'll do, the struggles you overcome, will amount to rewards that don't feel comparable to the work you just put in. Which is a strange feeling because in pretty much every other Metroidvania I've played, that's not the case. You go through a difficult challenge, you get a good reward for it. It felt like in this game the best rewards I just came across on complete accident, like the Cogfly. If you played the game, the Cogfly, you know that shit is fucking broken. Also get used to difficult runbacks in this game because it is full of it, particularly the one on the way to the Act 1 final boss. That's an infamous one that, oh my god, I've perfected at this point. And the best part about the complaints that I listed is they're not really complaints. The right person could say that stuff's awesome, and to me, to a certain extent, they're not necessarily bad things. All that to say that this game is a masterclass in its genre, and on a rating of S to F, I'm going to have to give it an S. It is phenomenal and worth the $20.